Hey, we're officially live. Everybody can see us now, and hopefully everybody can also hear us. Everybody in chat,
Hello.
yeah, let us know
Hi.
if we have any issues. If anybody's too quiet, too loud, anybody freezes, just let us know in chat. Sometimes there's little internet glitches that we fix along the way. Thanks everybody for showing up nice and early. I see in chat, Warped Wolf did not bring any chili this time. I'm a little upset. He did say he brought some vegetarian curry. I guess we'll see if it's as good as his chili. Hopefully he brought enough for the entire chat. Please pass it around there, Warped. I also see my beautiful wife Valerie is there in the chat. That's awesome. Everybody else, nice. Yeah, that's great. Cool, and Savage is up in there. Cool. All right, yeah, this is going to be our first session of the new campaign. We're just coming off of, I think, like a 10-session campaign 1 called Don't Have a Cow. And then we had 2 sessions called Time to Hustle, where the team had a little bit of downtime and got to do their side hustle, some therapy, some purchases, things like that. We're going to start off this new campaign with Rush and his first night market ever. He rose up in the ranks using his IP, and now he's able to throw his own night market. But before we get into that and we start this campaign, let's do as we always do. Let's go around the table. Everybody introduce yourself. Tell people where they can find you online, and then don't forget, introduce your character as well. Ellen, you want to start it off this time?
Sure, no worries. Hi, I am Ellen. I am 1/4 of Baby Beard Media with the lovely, illustrious Phil, who is below me. Somewhere. He's usually below me.
Below you. I'm directly below you.
With the lovely Phil, and we have a TTRPG podcast, Roll to Cast. That's ROLE to Cast, where we have a different game every season, all original stories, all original soundtrack. It's really awesome, and we're doing Kids on Bikes at the moment, which is my season that I'm running. So please make sure that you can find that on any good podcatcher, subscribe, and give a little treat to your ear holes, as as Rockette Fox would say. And I am playing Alley Cat, the rocker of your dreams.
That's perfectly done. And Rockette?
Yes, hello. I am Rockette Fox, and you can find me anywhere Rockette Foxes can be found on all the media, but mostly over on Instagram and on my own Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/RocketteFox, where these days I have mostly been playing Minecraft and Stardew Valley, but I am super excited to start bringing over some more things now that I have my brand new streaming rig that I built myself. I'm so proud. And also, in September, we are going to be starting up Season 2 of Courts of the Shadowfae over on Kobold Press, which I am super stoked about. And I am really, really thrilled to be joining a couple familiar faces that you see before you now with the Dune run that is going to be run by our very own Mulligan right here, which I'm super stoked about, and I'm going to, on my own channel, be running a run of, I said run like 5 times there, I'm going to say it one more time, a run of Bluebeard's Bride, in which I have an amazing cast, including the very own Ellie, right here, Ellie Bean.
Hey.
And I am so thrilled. It's going to be my first time GMing as well, so that's going to be in October. And if you like things that are both fantastic and strange, have I got a podcast for you? It's called Fantastically Strange. It's on all of your favorite podcast things. But for the purposes of this, I am Hades, your favorite, your only favorite, your one and only favorite, Netrunner.
Your one and only favorite, or I might butt your face off, Netrunner.
Might.
Will, guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed. Take it to the bank. Yeah. Phil.
Hello.
Hi.
That's me. I'm Phil. Hi. I'm also part of Babe Beard Media down here in sunny Australia, which was raining yesterday. As Ellen said, I'm part of Babe Beard Media. We are some Aussie performers. We have our podcast. We also have our YouTube channel. We do Let's Plays of RPGs and narrative games, sometimes solo, sometimes in pairs. We're trying to grow that, so go check it out. We also have another podcast. It does all of Futurama. Literally all of it, episode by episode, and then we pit them all against each other. So you check that out if that you've got more, if you feel like more of a pop culture vibe to your afternoon. And yeah, I'm super excited by all things Dune, so I'm very excited to be playing when that finally makes it to the cinema down here. I'm probably gonna watch it 4 times or something. I don't know. I'm a bit of a tragic, but today I am playing Bud solo.
Oh yeah, Brandon.
Yes.
I'm Brandon Perkins, also known as DM_Brando. And on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, I stream with Realm-Smith. On Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, I GM a game with Cyberpunk Uncensored with Rob, and Ellie Bean is there too. And we're doing Fallout there. Every Thursday night, you find me right here. And Fridays, not tomorrow, but starting again next week, Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern, you would find me on Mad Queen's channel, streaming Fallout there as well, with GM'd by Rob. Yeah. And despite how bad I'm speaking today, I am actually quite good as a writer, believe it or not. And I'm working on a book right now. So feel free to follow me on Twitter or anywhere else, DM_Brando, and you'll get updates on how that book is going, the writing process, the highs, the lows, all of the good and the bad. And tomorrow I'm actually going to be dropping the cover of the novel. So just in case anybody's interested in that. And over time, I'll be releasing other parts of it as well. The next big release is going to be the prologue. So I'm hoping to see you there. Feel free to look me up.
Yeah, it is so cool.
And I play Rush, who's a fixer.
Hey. And I'm Rob Mulligan. I am the Game Master here. I'm also the founder of Cyberpunk Uncensored. Check out Cyberpunk Uncensored on both Twitch and YouTube. Give me a follow, give me a subscribe. I would really appreciate that. I put out a lot of gameplay, series, interviews, all kinds of content. We showcase other GMs as well. Like Brandon said, he GMs a Fallout 2D20 game for us every Tuesday. I actually get to play in that one. I'm excited about that. But I'm also GMing like 2 Cyberpunk Red monthlies on the Cyberpunk Uncensored channel. I'm getting ready to start up a Dune with Rockette Fox, with Phil. I believe Miss Magitech is going to be joining us because Nora had some delays. But we got some another possible player too, but we'll see how that pans out. That's not going to start up until the beginning of next month, it looks like. But aside from that, I'm right here every Thursday running the Cyberpunk Red game for Syrinscape, and I'm also running every Friday the Fallout 2D20 game on the Mad Queen YouTube channel. But like Brandon said, tomorrow we're not running that game. I'm actually going to be over on, I believe it's Weave the Tales Twitch, part of the GM Roundtable, the Fallout 2D20 Game Master Roundtable with a bunch of other Fallout Game Masters. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to dive into Fallout and talk a lot about that. So I'll be posting flyers and promos for that on the Cyberpunk Uncensored Discord and channels and stuff. So make sure you look for that and join me. Aside from that, we're all here because of Syrinscape. So make sure everybody shows some love to Syrinscape. Make sure you follow and subscribe here on Twitch, also on YouTube. check out the Syrinscape website. If you're a game master, a player, it's just an awesome tool to have sounds and noises and effects and stuff into your gameplay, whether you're in person at a table or you're online playing virtually like we are right now. Okay.
They got a free trial too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you sign up, you get a free trial. Let's get into the game. Basically, we're starting a completely new campaign. Everything in the previous campaigns, sessions, whatever we've done does carry over. This is ongoing. So anybody watching, keep that in mind. This is an ongoing game. So backtrack. If you haven't seen the previous sessions, go watch them. Learn all the things that the players have been through, the people they've met, the rewards and repercussions they've been through, because all that stuff carries on. But going into this new campaign, what I want to do is, just go on from the 2 weeks of hustling that you guys went through. Everybody got to buy things. You got to get your therapy. You got to hustle, make some side cash. We all know Rush has been planning his first night market. Now, he's been working on this pretty much all weekend. We'll say it's Sunday now. Sunday night is his night market. He's been setting it up all weekend. I'm going to pass the mic to Rush here in just a moment so Rush can, maybe just give a little breakdown on the things he had to go through planning it, or where it's located, how it looks, and please, Rush, get into as much detail as possible. If you had to go through certain things or jump through loopholes to make things happen, and where it is, how it looks, really bring it to life. I think that would be a lot of fun, especially it being your first night market. Now, typically, you might rely on a few other fixers to kind of team up and throw a night market together and get a little help. But in this case, you've kind of leaned on one of your hookups. You have a contact to a fixer that's just a few ranks above you, we'll say, but he's kind of, taking you under the wing a little bit and helps set you up with the night market. He's provided his portable system, so there is a system there with security cams and things like that. I'll go into details of that once we really get into it. He's helped you with your location, anything that you've needed to get it going. He's totally down to do it. For a cut, of course, nobody does anything for free, but he's helping you out. That fixer's name is Kid. I do want to say, anybody watching, if you've ever seen my previous sessions with Team Nameless that I started about a year ago leading into the top of this year, Kid is that same fixer. He is a bit dangerous, but he has a lot of hookups, and he's helping Rush in this case. And I'll get into more detail about that when the game starts and we get into it. Let me bring up some Syrinscape city sounds, and then I'll pass the mic to Rush so we can get started here. Let's see here. Everybody have their Syrinscape players going? Okay,
Yep.
Perfect. All right, cool. Well, yeah, Rush, like I said, you spent all weekend pretty much preparing for your first ever night market. You did work with this other fixer named Kid. He's actually younger than you, but he's a few ranks above you in the fixer realm. He lives fast. He's very dangerous. He's not even above, and probably has, in fact, he has killed some of his own people, family. He'll do whatever he has to do to move forward, and he's constantly moving forward and rising in the ranks. He's got the hookups, but he is extremely dangerous. But yeah, that being said, he helped you. Why don't you just kind of describe anything you had to go through to set up this market, maybe getting certain supplies of the types of things you're going to be selling here, anything that comes to mind dealing with someone like Kid helping you get it going, and then go ahead and dive into describing how the night market looks. I know you said it was over in the docks. We'll say it's in South Night City, over in the docks. Not really currently commercially used docks anymore, being in the combat zone in the old docks there in South Night City, but obviously used for other things. People such as yourself find lots of great uses for these docks. But yeah, take the mic and let's have a little bit of fun. Like I said, take your time, as much detail as possible. This is your first night market.
Oh yeah, so the main focus of this night market is going to be sniper rifles and high-end neural-ware. However, there is still other cyberware available as well, weapons and armor. In fact, we've got some weapons and armor and cyberware vending machines on some of these boats. Speaking of boats, we've got a couple of small yachts flanking a very large tall yacht. And at the top of this tall yacht, there are a series of thrones for myself and the people that you see here in the party. Oh yes, and Kid as well. Kid also has a throne up there. It's a VIP only area, and that's where the top merch is. Everything is connected with platforms. The boats are connected with platforms, but there is a go button so that if things go wrong, I can go to my throne and I can press the go button on the armrest, and everybody is just ready to go. The ships move. Doesn't matter if people are ready to get off or not. We just go. We get out. That's so ready for trouble just in case. We've got Pox looking after the inventory behind my throne. I'm keeping a really close eye on him because he has a history of turning on his fixers.
Only if they're if it's for a really charismatic group.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let's just hope there aren't any other rocker boys coming along to, woo him.
Not
Take him
bally
away from-
lats.
He's
Stealing
taking
all
good care of it.
my competition.
All right. So it's an armored crate behind my throne. That's where we're keeping all the Preem merch, all the best. And Pox is out there getting that stuff. I've got catalog and a semicircular table out in front of me, so the VIPs can see what it is that's here and on offer. One of the biggest challenges I had was getting that Preem Neuralware, but Kid is great at what he does, and he knew exactly who to talk to, exactly who to call. Wouldn't give me the phone number, unfortunately. But what are you going to do?
Come on.
You're gonna keep some secret.
You got to keep some secrets. I pushed for it, but, he took me under his wing, and, I'll just let it go this time. This time, I'm just going to let that go. Yeah. What else is there to say? Oh, yeah. Well, I talked to Hades a little bit. She set me up with a gigantic hollow of my head on top of the biggest yacht, and the thing is glittering. It is shining in pink and cyan, and it's glittering in the
It's
sky.
not just glittering. The hat also tips over like this, and every time it does, the mouth opens and turns very chibi, and the eyes turn into the little triangles, and it says, "Rush, rush, rush."
Has anyone heard of the word discretion? No?
No.
Hey, that's why we got go buttons.
More is more, people.
Yes, more is more. There's also going to be fireworks later. Don't tell Bud, anyone. Bud's gonna lose his shit.
If Russia's gonna have a night market, everyone's gonna know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the point of discretion when you need customers?
Exactly. And word of mouth is not enough. So I've also got a couple of tattoo artists that are actually tattooing people for free with epic versions of my advertising. So people will be wearing my name when they leave this place, assuming they
It's
wanted
this,
to.
But on your body.
It's that,
Complete.
but yeah, wherever you want. On your
You've got to support local businesses, people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, support local business. It's important,
I
especially
would
in the
have got
town
it
of
tattooed all over my body, but I don't have room with my other tattoos. That's the only reason I don't have Russia's face tattooed all
On
over
my face.
On my face, yeah. That's a little behind the scenes.
Mhm. So, last details. My throne. It's got sequins all over the seat, red sequins and glittering sides. But the sides are done in such a way that the spotlights that are shining down on it have a mirror ball effect, and you've got like disco ball reflection coming off of this thing. But like I said, I'm not the only one that has a throne. There's also thrones for everybody else that's here, and I let them design their own thrones. So let's start with you, Allie.
So the basis, like the structure of the throne, is kind of mesh and metal, so that it kind of has the form of a big chair with a big back. There is a kind of fabric similar to this, so nice white fluffy fabric. But what makes up the bulk of the throne is some of Allie's performers that she has hired. So it is basically like she is sitting on a whole bunch of very scantily nude adult performers who are kind of, taking in breaks, and that's why the mesh is there, so that it's not literally, their bodies having to support Allie all night long. They can just kind of like get into the shape. But yeah, there's about 10 adult performers, very, very nice specimens who are in various kind of rush-themed colors of the night. In fact, wearing versions of this shirt, but if you made that into more of a loincloth. So imagine that as a loincloth on these...
Rush's face on the crotch, right?
Yeah, because that's where your eye goes to. And
yeah,
same
that's right.
Same for the bras. It's two little rushes. Or two big rushes, depending on who you're looking at. And that's Allie's throne. Just a mesh of flesh and wire and fur. It's intense.
Sounds perfect.
With very like bi lighting all around. So she's got some rigs of like, pinks and blues, just casting a nice hue on the the never-ending flesh that you see before you.
Oh my god.
Never-ending flesh instead.
Never-ending flesh is my favorite band, actually. Yeah.
That actually sounds like a band name. And Hades, what about your throne?
Well, it's not like that. So Hades' throne, it's if you imagine a giant teddy bear, it's a giant teddy bear.
Okay. I've imagined it. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do you have to get inside the teddy bear? Like, I'm thinking Midsummer.
Well, so it's a giant teddy bear, and you kind of snuggle up on it, but on the one arm, you put your arm there, and then there's, no one sees this yet, but there is a secret panel of buttons that, if something goes down, which maybe it won't, but if something were to, there's some secret buttons that can be pressed so that, there are some defensible mechanisms here that would pop up out of the teddy bear's arms on the left side, on the right side, and out of the eyeballs. But to the casual observer, it looks like a big pink teddy bear.
Nice.
Excellent.
And Bud, what would your throne be?
It's pretty simple compared to these other designs, as you might imagine. The only specifications really that Bud needs is places to stash his guns, so that he doesn't have to literally carry them all today, like on his person. He can literally just like reach down and there's his chromed up handgun, or like pull the assault rifle out of the back of the chair. But otherwise, it's very functional. Just kind of black and simple. He's ready to go at a moment's notice. Just like pull any gun out of the chair that he needs. That paranoid instinct never quite leaving him.
Especially with how.
If we're not all ready to go at a moment's notice.
I'm still okay. Well, I am now.
Yeah.
We've all got our tools of the trade.
Yes.
Yeah.
you press a button and your your performers turn into sled dogs, and you know, mush mush.
Hands off! Move faster! Back of the pack!
All right. Now I don't know if I missed anything. I don't think so. I think I covered all of my description that I'd come up with already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was good. The only thing I was just curious, what is everybody's, primary job or focus during this, or is everybody kind of hanging out, relaxing? Rush is, for the most part, running it, or do people have like different, responsibilities or tasks? I know you said Pox, you're kind of letting run inventory, so he's kind of keeping track of, inventory and sales and things. Also, Kid, who, helped you set this up and everything, he brought in, some of his portable generators and a portable system that he runs at his markets. It's just a little simple 3-level system, but it does have. Let me just check it here. It has a password at the top. In the second level, it has a control node that controls the sound system. That controls the power generator. On and off in levels, lights, security cameras. We'll say there's a few just kind of around the area of the docks and coming up to it. The music, if Rush has any type of music playing, which I would imagine. And then the obvious holograms that he has, including the big one for Rush's head that's above him. But yeah, there's that little system that Hades can kind of run, maybe watching the cams if needed. But I'm just curious, what's everybody's responsibilities or what they're up to? If Rush had a job for everyone, or if everyone's hanging out doing their own thing.
I mean, I feel like as per that, Hades would be checking in with the system, making sure that, if anyone had requested any additional holograms, that they would meet the specifications, that nothing would interfere with the system of the night market that we had agreed upon, and that nothing is going to get in and bug our systems.
Sounds good.
I think Ali would be handling, as a kind of result of roping in some of these performers, there would be some entertainment, some live entertainment that will kind of happen at different scheduled points in the night, which will kind of be very exclusive and able to kind of go back into the money pot of the night market. So they get a cut, we get a cut, everyone's square, and as well as just kind of entertainment and probably a few bikini babes and stuff like that, who are kind of just hired to walk around and keep the mood up and keep people chatting and interested and really sell up some of the items that are on display.
Some himbos as well, I'd hope.
Yeah, thembos, himbos, and bimbos, the whole gang.
They're all here.
They're all there, as well as some kind of more exotic performers. It's a wide diversity of nudity on offer. Don't you worry.
All the bows.
Yeah. We take all kinds here.
Bud would have helped vet some of the guys and gals who are going to be, muscle for the night, standing on the gang planks, just, looking placid with a little earpiece standing there, just, nodding, people, letting people know when they can and can't come in. And then he wouldn't be sort of actively working the door himself, but his agent would help him coordinate, making sure people were doing the right thing. A little earlier in the night, someone got chucked overboard, but it's okay. They deserved it. It's absolutely fine. It's the simplest way of evicting someone who's causing a fuss, just straight over the rail into the bay. So I was just checking that's all above board earlier. It's no, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and we'll say anyone we knew.
Yeah.
And we'll say Kid provided, a few of his sort of thugs in suits that help with security. Bud is kind of their ringleader for the night. He's their boss. running security. We'll say one guy kind of towards the front where people are entering the docks and the ships. Maybe one up towards the ramps on the main ship to kind of help where the exclusive gear is and stuff. And then maybe there's one on like a nearby warehouse roof that used to be used for like import-export storage for the docks when it was once commercial and working. So yeah, you've at least got these 3 guys to help. One with that bird's eye view, one up towards the top of the boats and merch, one towards the front. And yeah, you've got all that going. The night's about to get started. You have everybody in place where they need to be. And the sun's going down. It's getting about that time where you'd probably be expecting people to show up. And let me over here and roll 20. Just bring us over to the Night City map. I think the players, you all are already on the Night City map, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Yeah, I'll bring up that, and then I'm going to bring up Kid, just so you can get a visual for him here.
What kind of music's playing, Rush?
I would say probably some of Rob's music.
Uh-oh.
We got both kinds of music. We got country and western.
Nice.
There ain't none of any other kind.
Oh, he's cute.
It's Kid. Is that
Well-
Kid with 2 Ds?
Yeah, we'll say. Yeah, well, I'll give you that. He can have 2 Ds. But yeah, Kid walks up. He's got what looks like about 4 or 5 guys with him. One kind of straggling a little bit farther behind. 4 immediately right around him. And he just walks up. He just, hey, Rush, baby. Hey, you're all set to go. I'll be nearby. Just a phone call away if you need me. But don't need me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so what? You're not going to stay here?
I got shit to do, man. I set you up.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
You definitely send me up. Thank you so much.
And I'll be back at the end of the night for my cut. He turns around and starts
What's-
walking away.
What's he doing later?
No, you
Fine.
ask him.
Fine, I guess I have to do everything here.
As if you need us to wingman for you.
Well, that's not professional. Professional work, it's a lot easier. It's a lot more contracts.
Sure, you got some little minion you can send running after for his number.
Yeah, I might do that. You, Mike's hard. Go get that guy's number.
You do have Pox as a bit of a minion if you needed to.
No, I'll just use one of my chair. I'll get Mike's hard. She's like this very ripped, athletic performer, very like short cropped hair, yeah, very. If you like 8-packs, she's your gal. So I'm gonna get Mike's to like maybe run off and ask.
Oh, I didn't realize I was using it for a footstool. Oh my god.
Yeah. I think Mike's like, Allie, my back is kind of twinging a little bit. Can I take 5? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. If you just mind running me an errand and go get that guy's number. Thanks, bye. Make sure you have some water. Stay hydrated. Or else.
Yeah, they come back after just a moment and say yeah, he just said get it from Rush, and he kept walking, didn't even look at me.
Well, tough competition.
Hard to get.
Right? Yeah, that just makes the chase better. All right, Mike's. Why don't you take being the back of the chair for 5?
Okay, I appreciate it. My
They
back's killing me.
Yeah, I know. You can do back and arm rests from now on.
I appreciate it.
And they all do like a nice little rotation.
Yeah, as they do that, Pox leans in. Allie, if anybody needs a break, I wouldn't mind stepping in just for a few minutes. And I don't know. Maybe I missed some.
Look, Pox, you got stuff to do. Come on.
That's true. I'm working here. Allie, come on, don't get me started.
I haven't got you started. That's your doing. Take responsibility for your own actions. Which might give him a tap. But not like a really hard one. He's not a performer, alright? We
Yeah.
don't know how much he can take.
Now with all your tables set up, what kind of merchandise are you selling? I know you said, and I think it's in your life path, some higher end items. I don't know if it's weapon grade things, cyberware, a mix. But what kind of things are you selling? And then also I know that Ali provided some bikini wearing females and males to help kind of sell your items, or at least be at the tables and stuff. But are you making your rounds doing sales and haggling, or just kind of fill me in on your process of this and the tables and the merchandise?
Sorry, was that me?
Rush.
No, take that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the main items that we've sourced for this are sniper rifles, around 500 eddies value, and high-end neural-ware, around 1,000 eddies value. I actually rolled that off the chart from the night market chart in the book.
Picturing a bikini lady with like
Sniper rifle.
a giant sniper rifle on their hip, just like, come on in.
And through my current rank, I can source up to super luxury items.
Nice. Yeah, then maybe we'll keep it along the same lines of sniper rifles and neuralware, in the sense that maybe you also have some high-end items like super luxury items, but some custom high-tech military-grade weapons. Maybe sniper rifles, and some of them have been modded and upgraded, and they're just shit you don't even find in, from most fixers in the combat zone. Like you said, super luxury level. Maybe also some neuralware, some other cyberware, some implants, maybe things along those lines. But we'll say, regular level stuff like you rolled, and then some of that super luxury, real top end stuff that your fixer's capable of, just based on your rank and stuff. And are you helping doing some of the sales? Because like Bud said, I do like picturing some of these males and females in bikinis holding huge sniper rifles, like hanging out at the tables. But are you making your rounds haggling, doing sales? Or are you kind of letting them do sales? How do you run your night market?
So I do the rounds every once in a while, but I do like to stay up close to the VIP, because that's where we've got the best items. And I want to keep an eye on that. And it also allows me to keep an eye on Pox, make sure he's paying attention and not focusing on a certain throne. So, he gets distracted sometimes. So
He does.
Why is it
and
always
also
my fault?
when it comes to the super luxury items as well, I want to make sure that I'm doing most of the haggling there on those. I've got, like I said before, some vending machines on the smaller boats on the sides that deal like standard weapons and armor and cyberware kind of deal.
Okay.
So I'm thinking like those, you basically just like pop in a cred chip, or you flick some eddies or something, and then it rolls out, drops like a shotgun for you or something.
Oh yeah.
Pair of eyes.
We'll say you, and maybe through the help of Kid, you've been able to get some acquired vendit machines that are independent now. They're no longer part of their vendit brand, and they've been customized to sell whatever you guys want to load them with and do. But I like that idea. So you've got these vendits on the lower level ships, just doing your basic items, and then the super luxury stuff, the custom VIP stuff up on the top ship with you. I love that. So the night's been started. People have been coming and going. You've been making some sales. Nothing super luxury yet, but a lot of the vendit stuff and basic things. Some people have come up and looked at VIP. You've made some rounds. I do want you to do a haggle roll for me. So do that. And while you do that, I do want to explain to chat and everybody watching, reiterate this part, because I did go over it during our hustle session in the last campaign last week. But this whole night market thing is going to pay into everybody's monthly expenses, your living expenses, your rent, your food, that sort of monthly thing. Because of the fact that our campaigns run nonstop, it's ongoing. We might have some times where I play into that and it comes out of your budget and you have to deduct. Other times, I'll just make it a clean wash with a session like this. We'll do something like this where you guys are kind of working it off. You're going to go through a session and that's going to pay all the bills. Nobody's going to walk away with any good profits. If it all goes well, at least everybody's bills are covered. That's the idea. If it doesn't go well, you'll still be owing some money, or who knows. We'll see.
It's good to have a fixer in the crew. Oh my god.
Yeah.
24 on the hack.
Yeah, I'd pay for this shit myself all my life.
Yeah, you just with that haggle roll, just go ahead and give yourself an extra 100 eddies. Just on your character sheet there, Rush. You were able to kind of work a little extra, even above everybody getting their bills covered and all the expenses covered. So you at least got that little something extra.
That's right.
Yeah, give me Bud, give me a perception roll.
Okay, cool. Can I have threat detection running?
Sure.
Wouldn't have any other thing else going, so I'll just pop my 5 points in there. Recently took level 5 in solo, so
Nice.
Very nice.
Everybody's moving on up.
Very
22.
Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, you're noticing even before the front door guard can radio you, you notice a couple drunk girls at the front with the security guard, and it looks like they might be giving him a hard time. But you notice that, like I said, before he even radios you or anything. You're seeing there's some type of drunk girl situation going on.
A little bit of a stir kicking up at the front door. Just give me a sec.
Was
I'm gonna walk
this
out.
to everybody?
Oh, yeah, you can all hear me. We're in the throne room, right?
Just watch out, make sure it's not a distraction.
You want me to look over the cameras?
Yeah, do another sweep around. I'll take a look at this main situation. It's probably nothing, but yeah, let's not spoil Rush's first big party.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll to see if I can. I imagine I'm already in the system. Yeah.
Yeah, what I was going to say, you're already in the system. I'm going to explain to you what's in the system because you have access. It's not like you have to combat anything in it. But first, everybody click their token and give me initiative just for the sake of, let's make sure we have some type of process to this.
I should change my token.
Yes, you should.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a good picture now.
Absolutely. You got a good cosplay pick.
Token.
And yeah, while everybody does the initiative, I'll explain the system to Hades. The system is generator run. It's portable, but it's anchored into the top of the ship in the back of the VIP area. So anywhere on top of this sort of yacht ship in the middle, you can access the system. Once you leave the ship, you're past 6 meters, you can't. In the system, you're looking at... first top level has a password of 8. Again, you can get through this. This is just for the sake of anybody else that accesses. Password 8, and there's a scorpion there. That helps kind of lower their movement to 1d6 per, depending on the attack for the next hour. On level 2, there's a control node 8, and that's where you're going to control your power generator that runs everything that runs on power in this night market, on and off in different levels of power. You also can run all the lights. And maybe there's regular spotlights lit up. There's individual table lights. I imagine Rush might have put in some mood lighting, like different colored lights. However you guys want to describe that, absolutely, you can give it some flavor. You also have access to security cameras. Like I said, there's one kind of out towards the front, maybe one in the VIP area, and one kind of scanning the general center area and bottom level. There's music playing with random speakers around the night market. And then the street holograms, the main one of Rush. And then we'll say there's another one near the front door where maybe you can put, advertising the luxury items or the vendits or whatever you want to currently put there. There's a Hellhound on that level. I think I already mentioned that. On the third, then there's a third level with an ID file of 8, and that's where all the camera footage is going and being saved. And there's also a sales list. That sales list is where when Pox does his inventory, whether you do it at the end of the night market or maybe every hour he checks in or whatever. Hades, that's where you're kind of plugging in what sold for what prices, just keeping track of the sales list.
Okay. Is there anywhere that's onto the side of the map, or
What's that?
is that just? Is there anywhere that's show?
Oh, no,
I
no.
know we've had. Okay, cool.
No, just a just a little 3-level thing. Control node on the 2nd level, a file on the 3rd level. And yeah, when you go check that out, give me a perception roll. Since you were looking at those cameras.
Oh, I think she's
What's
paused.
happening? Oh no. Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
I thought she was just looking at the.
Yeah.
I thought she was really concentrating on clicking that
Ooh,
perception.
What are my stats? What are my stats?
Yeah. I really thought she was just
I did.
very still.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, we might have to give her just a moment to log back in. I'm sure she's frozen. I see Dan in chat asking.
Yeah.
Right when she had to
Yeah.
do perception.
She's not blinking.
She's not blinking. Something's wrong with.
Oh my god.
Something's wrong with Rockette. She's
Is that how she normally looks when she's focusing?
How does she do that? Oh no.
Oh god.
Come back to us, Rockette. We need you.
Why is it always when we like mention getting into the system? That's
Yeah,
something.
Yeah. The system always.
Congratulations, you hacked
Yeah.
yourself.
Night City.
We got hacked. Oh no.
All right. Well, let's do this while we wait, because she's gonna do a perception, and then basically I'm gonna get her, whatever she's basically getting to see by checking out all the different cameras, since Bud asked her to check out the cameras. But while she's doing that, because when she comes back, we'll get her right back in. Let's just go by initiative. Allie, you heard Bud kind of mention this
Yes.
situation. Hades is checking out the cameras. What are you doing?
I think I'm just chillaxing. I might try and get Pox to message some of my like roving people, semi-nude people, just kind of like go past and have a look. They're very like charismatic people, so if need be, and if it is just like a drunk girl situation, they can probably do a bit of de-escalating. But otherwise, I'm just hanging on my throne.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Pox decided, he'll make his rounds and check on everybody. And Hades, now that you're back, give me your perception.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm logging back in.
Okay.
Everything. All right, perception.
Hey, we got Bud's image.
Well, I need to crop that.
Nice.
My perception is. Wait, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Yay!
Hey!
Oh, no.
It's not even the worst.
Do regular perception, not human perception.
Oh, sad. Okay, wait.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh!
Even better.
Hey, even better. 21.
Nice.
My perception can drink.
Yeah.
In America.
Well, yeah.
Everywhere
grumble,
else,
grumble, grumble.
it's fine.
Yeah, you're seeing the regular night market is carrying on normally. There's some people shopping. Everyone seems to be getting along fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. But you do notice the front gate. Exactly what Bud described. There's a couple girls. They look like they're dressed high end, just high class, high end clothing, fancy dresses and skirts and just lots of jewelry and flashy stuff on the high end fashion scale. And they look drunk, they're kind of stumbling and arguing with the door guy and laughing and lots of hand gestures and stuff. And the
I know these types.
door guy's just you see him just kind of trying to calm them down and stuff. Yeah, that's what you see.
Rush.
Yeah.
Do we have a intercom system here in the night market?
Oh, intercom and lights. Yes.
In terms to our very dear GM, in terms of, since I was booted off so rudely by my computer, in terms of where are we in whose turn is it? Can I do a thing, or am I still waiting?
You can do a thing, yeah, because we're kind of backtracking at just one move. So you're fine, yeah, whatever you want to do.
I would like to spotlight this whole thing going on, and then over the intercom. So spotlight these women, and over the intercom be like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, you do that, and both girls just kind of, what? You see them kind of like looking around, like shocked that there's a spotlight on them. I mean, it's at that moment the security.
There's several spotlights on them.
Oh yeah, just glowing white, you know. But it's at that time the security guy, kind of into his agent earpiece, comes through to you, Bud. He's just, Bud, you know, we got a couple drunk girls here just causing some shit, man. There's name dropping and stuff. What do you want to do about
Man,
this?
check. What's going on? Who are you two? Who do you know? Who sent you?
Okay, making it worse here. Who are they name dropping?
Yeah, they just. One of the girls just keeps saying, "Do you know who my father is? You know who my father is?" I have no idea. Who my father is.
No, thank you. No, thank you. It's not a party. This is a business venture. Tell him, I don't know. Tell him whatever the hell you want.
What, God? What are you talking about?
It's a little bit.
It's a party for people who. It's, you know, for people who got the means. Yeah, that's right.
What do you have? Take your wallet out right now.
Look, I think they'll lower the caliber of the whole affair. Okay, just move them on. Okay.
Yeah, if they're this loaded already, I hate to
exactly.
Think, but, and plus,
anyone who goes around saying, "Do you know who my father is not worth
Rush,
it."
they're flipping me off. Hey, you take your money out right now. Take it out.
Yeah, they keep looking, like wondering where it's coming from. Like, what the. And then, like, arguing with the security guy.
Come down there! Don't make me come down there with this bear!
And you see the security guard kind of like pointing, like trying to get them to move on, like he's still arguing with them a bit. And
just kick him out.
So help
Rush, your turn. What are you doing,
Yeah.
Rush? You hear all this going on.
I think this situation is pretty much in hand there, but I know that if I was going to attack a night market, I would use a distraction at the front and then attack from the back or somewhere else. So I'm keeping an eye out on everywhere else. I'm watching that right now. Assuming that I'm not currently wheeling and dealing, I'm keeping an eye on everything but the front, just to see if there's anything else happening.
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Ooh.
You froze there too for a second, Brandon.
Oh my god, what is the perception rolls? Just freezing people out.
Yeah, every time I'm asking for perception, it's like, no.
It's a 4.
Yeah, you're not. Nothing out of the ordinary. Night market, just other than the drunk girls at the front, you're not seeing any attack or thing like you're looking for or watching out for.
All right, we got it in hand. Don't be so paranoid.
All right.
Okay, be a bit paranoid. This is Night City.
Still being paranoid, okay?
Less, more. Perfect.
Perfect.
And Rush, your agent goes off. You're getting a call from Sawyer from Petrochem. Sawyer is, just to recap in case you don't remember, and if people leading back to our recap of Session 0 development, because on a Fixer, as they go up ranks, they make different contacts with Grease and, contacts who they know, things like that. One of the contacts of Rush is Sawyer at Petrochem. He's a corp exec that works there, but he's giving you a call.
Sawyer, what you saying?
Rush, my daughter Jessie is down there with one of her rich friends, they wanted to kind of engage in one of those night markets, and they got just to want to see what kind of things to buy and stuff. And well, I knew you were throwing yours tonight, so I sent them down there. They got a pretty decent budget, but don't break the bank. Just make sure you look out for them, take care of them. I'd appreciate that as a personal favor. Thank you so much.
Oh shoot, yeah, of course. You got it, Sawyer.
All right. Take care.
You are not a babysitter.
Depends. I mean, Sawyer's got deep pockets. So, hey, just so you know, those drunk girls, they're my friend Sawyer's kids, and he's a corp exec, which means deep pockets. And if they're as drunk as you say, they might be willing to spend a little extra. We just keep an eye on them. What do you say? Sound good?
Rush, they flicked me off, and I don't like that. It puts me in a bad mood.
Yeah, it sounds like a pain in the ass, Rush.
I
and
know.
not the good kind of pain in the ass,
If they don't have an escort, someone is going to kill them, and it's going to be me.
I thought we had some escorts on the ship already. But look, how about I'm coming down just for a minute, okay? And I'm gonna welcome them to the party and let them know that hey, look, we're keeping an eye on things, and it's gonna be a fun time. Just be civil, all right? Does that sound?
This is security outdoor you're talking to? Is that what you said? Who are you radioing, Rush?
On our radio, just to
the team. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
It's the group chat.
Yeah, group chat.
Where we all take turns roasting someone.
Yeah.
Can you please greet them with a syringe full of coffee? Because if they're this drunk, Rush, I guarantee you, I've been that girl. The night's only gonna go down from here.
Poison. You could greet him with a syringe of poison. I mean, that works. I hear that a syringe of air actually works just the same. Like a syringe of oxygen, if it goes into the vein.
Look.
You have some funny ideas at maintaining contacts. Murdering the children isn't usually number one move.
If you get rid of the bodies well enough, no one has to know.
Okay, I was just saying sober them up a little. I was not saying kill them.
Look.
I feel like
providing options. Just providing options.
I've got some caffeine pills for myself for the night. I could spare a couple, help them out. What do you think?
I feel like that's gonna be a turbocharge.
Look, they're just tourists. When they find out that it's really just about buying and selling, they're gonna go for somewhere a bit more lively, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
This is why the tourism industry failed. This right here.
I mean, I might move up. There's going to be a performance in 5 minutes in like the central kind of area as you walk in. So maybe move them there. I'm sure the performers would love some rowdy, drunk audience members who've got deep pockets. That's kind of their bread and butter. So I could radio everyone, get them to move that up.
That sounds great. I think that's a good plan. Hades, I'm sorry they flipped you off. You could flip me off later in response. If it makes
I'm going to hold you to this.
All right. You can even flip me off with my hologram that you made me so nice up there. All right. I will stand and I will watch, and you could just flip me off with it. All right.
I'm going to add some more things to the fireworks.
Hades just like goes into this little area she's developed where she's working on stuff.
All right.
So I'll head down to meet these ladies.
Okay.
Joining the party.
Yeah, I might head off with I think it's probably like 3 performer show at a time. So I'm gonna recruit Charlie Atlas, Anastasia Ice, and Anya Conda, the famous Big breasted
Snake, big titty snake lady.
I'm gonna get them to head on down with me.
Okay. Yeah, you head down. People are kind of backing up and looking and just looking surprised that there's actually some live entertainment and things going on at this night market. You know, a lot of night markets aren't this flashy. This is extremely entertaining for the people going there. They're really enjoying it. And while they're setting up and getting ready to start that, Allie, give me, I'll let, player's choice. Give me some type of performance role that'll kind of account for you.
And my team.
Yeah, you're kind of controlling the team, the choreography, what they're doing, the playwright, whatever, the acting out. So pick your favorite skill that kind of makes sense, some type of performance skill, and give me that role. In the meantime, Rush, you get towards the front, and you basically see, what I described earlier. You see these two drunk girls just arguing with the door guy. He's just like, just move on. We don't want you here. There's nothing for you. Y'all too drunk. You're too drunk. And then he sees you coming, and he looks, oh, Rush, I'm trying to get them out of here.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Now look.
Do you know who my dad is?
Is your dad Sawyer?
That's you know my dad. Are you
I
Rush?
know your dad. I do. I know him. I know him. Now look, I'm sorry about this, and I pat the doorman on the back and I say, you're doing a wonderful job. If it was anybody else, I would say that this was the perfect response, but no, these two are coming with me. Come on in. We're about to start a show.
That's more like it. Let's go. She starts like walking next to her. Her friend looks at her. Yeah, he knows who your dad is. See, I told you. She looks at the security guard like, told you, asshole. Starts like walking in with you.
All right. Now, just so you know, this party does have some rules. All right, you can get loud when the show happens, but when it's done, that's when we start doing the sales. All right. Now, this is not your typical party. This is all about selling. Okay, this is about buying. So, I've been told that you were looking for some product. Enjoy the show. Then come find me up in the VIP section. All right, you're clear to go up there, and we'll talk. All right.
There's a show? This is awesome. Okay, yeah, this is awesome. Oh, girl, this is really cool. I've never been to a night market before.
Oh, you're so crazy. Not only are there rules about the night market, there are rules about the performers. You cannot touch the performers unless they ask you to. Are we clear?
Yeah, whatever.
Perfect. And their job is just as important as anyone shilling guns or chems or what have you. So make sure that you tip them real nice, okay?
Yeah, the two girls are talking to each other. They're like, "Did you see those guns? I'm gonna get one of those sniper rifles. You see that shit?" They're like not really listening.
This one's got unicorns on it.
Are they up in the area where all of the thrones are?
No, they're down.
Is that where they are?
No, they're down in the kind of the main area where there's like the vending machines leading up to the boats, and where there's going to be like a little performance with Alley Cat.
I think while they're not looking, Allie might grab a drink and get Charlie Atlas. Oh, Charlie, you are just a mess. Who is like this rippling, very like, if you like very masculine men, very tall, very statuesque. He looks like he came out of a museum.
You could have just summarized this and said he looks like Rob Mulligan, but it's fine. Go on. You can waste more time if you want. Go ahead.
And she's going to like pour the drink over his like rippling abs, and just be like, "Oh, clumsy me." Girls, would you mind, Charlie, with your consent, would you mind if the girls just quickly wiped you down?
Yeah, and with that acting role too, you can describe the rest of the performance if you want. What's kind of planned with this, and it is 100%. It has these girls captivated. Even as drunk as they are, they're just eyes on your performers. They're just like, oh my god, are you seeing this? Like they're just completely blown away, and they're just like, yeah, we'll wipe them down. They're like wiping them down.
Yeah. I won't get too steamy, But like we do have Anya Conda with her snake, so she kind of does like there is like a kind of pool, and she does a routine where the snake kind of emerges from the pool swimming around, and different parts of her body are then revealed depending on how the snake is coiled. Charlie Atlas is very much like, you know, typically beloved by the ladies, but you know, we take all sorts here. And so he is just like, he is so buff, and like there are a few feats of strength included in his act, as well as Anastasia Ice is this really amazing androgynous kind of performer who does a lot of pole work. And to see her kind of move around the pole is just like, it's magnetic, like it's really dynamic and kind of a bit like almost like moving emotionally. So it's a bit of a vaudeville almost, like it's not straight burlesque, it's not straight a strip show. It kind of involves a lot of other kind of dramatic talents.
Nice. Yeah, and thanks for not going into too much detail. We do try to keep this a little bit PG. It is Cyberpunk, so we make things, we keep it real, but we do try to tone it a little. So that was awesome. That was perfect.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and if Hades, Bud, and Rush, all three of you, give me a perception roll. So yeah, your performance is going great. Alley Cats, the performers are doing exactly like you described. These two drunk girls, like I said, are captivated 100% watching the entire time. And everyone's gathered around just watching and cheering. And yeah, they're dropping dollars, making it rain, sprinkling the eddies across this show. The two girls are definitely making it rain.
Oh, initiative.
And what was that?
Sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
Oh.
And yeah, it's basically going great. But let me just check these perceptions.
Not roll well.
I got a 10.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah, Hades.
Too distracting. You're too distracting.
I will say Hades and Bud are just as captivated as the drunk girls with Alley Cats and her troupe of performers. You're not as perceptive to anything else.
I'm thinking about Cypress. I'm not watching the show, so I've got better perception right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Rush did great on perception. And one thing that Rush noticed is during this performance, everyone is watching the performance. People are throwing eddies on it, taking pictures, just all about it because it's crazy. And it's in a night market, which is rare. But what you notice, Rush, is when scanning the crowd, out of everyone there, everyone is looking at that except for three guys that are off to the side of these vending machines down there that are staring up at you. And with that perception, I mean, you see them just kind of talking to each other and looking up at you, and you recognize them as Blinks, Mason, and Ken, three members of the Tiger Claws. And anybody that was watching the Hustle, the 2 sessions of Hustle campaign that we did recently, in the side hustle that Rush did, he had a bit of a fallout or a fail on getting some things for a client. The Tiger Claws had him source some things. They put a deposit on it. It was a non-refundable deposit. And he wasn't able to come through with the product. Something fell through one way or another. But as per his rules, it wasn't refunded. The deposit was kept. It's non-refundable. So that's where these guys are at. You know that there's a little bit of bad blood because of that. But that's what you're seeing. You're seeing them kind of talking to each other, staring at you, not even paying attention to this crazy show going on.
Bud, Hades, I see 3 rogues. They're watching me and not the party. Keep an eye on them. What kind of description of the area would I be able to give? Just, they're by the vending machines, you said, right?
Exactly, yeah. How I pictured it, and by all means, alter this to fit how you picture it, because I want this to be your night market 100%. But based on how you were describing it, I'm picturing these main boats. At the bottom of them, of the main ramp to get up to them, are the line of vending machines, maybe with the tables, with the people in bikinis, where you can kind of work behind the tables to check on things. They go up to the vendits through, alongside these people, or they can go up to the top where you have the VIP stuff. So maybe off to the side, maybe the vendits off to one side. I also picture people kind of in this semicircle facing towards the front, and in the center is where Allie and them are performing.
Vending machines, port side, small ship. That's where they are. They're watching me. Tiger claws, 3 of them.
Yeah, I got eyes on. They got the hots for you, man. What did you do to them last week?
Well, you remember the story I told you? Let's just say I had a non-refundable deposit, and they're not happy that they didn't get their product.
This gotta be an intimidation tactic. They know they can't start nothing here. They got kids muscle around, a couple of my guys. They start anything, I drop them.
Yeah, they also don't know about my new cyberware. So, let's keep an eye on them. If they try to start something, let's put them down.
Sure thing.
I mean, let's just
More food
poke
for the-
them right now.
And that's where we'll take our
What are
break.
you waiting for?
Let's take our 5-minute
Spoil
break.
the party.
Yeah, let's take our 5-minute break before Hades starts attacking everyone. Anybody in chat? We're gonna
take a nap.
Yeah, she starts biting everybody. She just dives off the ship onto the crowd. Stage dives on top of everyone, biting them. But no, everybody watching in chat, we're just going to take a 5-minute bio break. Please don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back into gameplay. I am going to leave the mics hot, so yeah, you can hear anything that we talk about.
Bye. We can hear Phil chomping into that apple.
No, I'm gonna mute my mic.
Nom, nom.
Well, I was gonna say, like, your comment about Bud's genuinely touched by the pole routine. There was this burlesque show I saw in the Fringe a while ago called Hot Brown Honeys, which was like a full diverse cast of burlesque performers. And one of them did this aerial silk routine, and it, like, actually made me cry. It was, like, really beautiful.
There is at where I live there every year there's Show Me Burlesque where I mean it's just some of the best performers in the area coming together. It is wow. I mean because it's quote unquote burlesque, but there is some really artistic stuff that happens from just like the straight up classic burlesque to really just like avant-garde kind of you know statement pieces.
I'm like, I wouldn't say no to standard burlesque, but I think similar to like my taste in drag, I'm always looking for the kind of like the neo burlesque, the like the more avant-garde, and the more stuff that like uses the theatricality of the medium to kind of like shock and stun you, and you know, because I always find that much more interesting than like, as well, like I'm not really like just nudity. Like, yes, there's something beautiful about the female form, or like any form, but I'm like, you know, like normal shows, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, like that's cool, but I love when people like
neat.
Neat. I just think it's neat.
Yeah.
We use that to like make a statement because there's something powerful.
There's a little bit of a narrative to it, or
yeah.
you know, and it's not about the flesh. It's about the revealing.
Yes, exactly.
Of the flesh, yeah.
Yeah. Even the
So that's
the Empire Strips Back. Like, I love the adherence to
Oh my god, I love it.
to a theme as well. So there was like a Luke Skywalker, and she was like
awesome.
washing down her what do you call it? The land brace, whatever. His car.
Yeah.
Like, you know the one.
land speeder.
Oh my god.
Land speeder.
Yeah.
That's right. I was gonna say speed racer, and she's like car washing it, and that's just a real fun, cute routine. And I'm like, yeah, nice. I like
That
it.
is amazing.
Dedication. All right, I'm gonna actually go to Luke. And not
Do it.
knock him down.
Keep crunching my apple. Crunchy crunch.
Apple crunch. So, Hades is definitely going to want to check out what is available to get done. You know, just there, just for funsies, get a little work done. Work done at the night market. Just
Need
while
some
we're there.
cyberware.
Just while it's going on, I mean, it'd be a shame to waste the opportunity.
Picked up some
Yes.
toxin scrubbers recently.
I mean,
Not fancy
no
nor
reason-
aware, but
there's no reason
Handy.
not to. No reason not to for our, the price.
you get neurotoxin once, and you'll be glad you have them.
Well, we've heard he had to roll torture and
Yeah.
stroke resist enough times that it's like, I'll take anything that will help with that.
Yeah, that's right. Including blood robots.
Blood bots. Great blood bots.
Expelliarmus.
Sex. Excellent. There's a lot you can do with robes. And wands. I don't know.
Robes.
Like the jokes. Yeah, we're talking about the burlesque now. Just like all the different kind of,
Themed
like,
burlesque, yeah.
I love a themed burlesque.
Is
Yeah.
that where Penny Thighs, the bozo, came in?
So BDSM bozo.
Excellent. It's Tim Curry. Well, I can't do it, Tim Curry. Anyways,
The best of the
Yeah.
curries.
the Bill Skarsgård one isn't too hard to do because you just do a Winnie the Pooh. Hiya, Georgie. I'll blow it. I'll blow it away. I'll blow it away.
And we are back. Everyone can see us.
Anyone wants my Pennywise impression?
Hey, BK, says Evening Shoes. How much did I miss? You're at the halfway point. We just took our 5-minute break. We're at Rush's Night Market. But yeah, where we left before the break, Alley Katz was performing with her troupe, putting on a little show in the middle of the night market, a little bit of entertainment. It was just kind of coming to an end. The two drunk girls were fully entertained by this, just like 99.9% of the crowd, with the exception of these three guys that Rush recognizes as the Tiger Claws that didn't get their deposit back from a previous hustle that Rush was working on. They're not watching the show, they're staring at Rush. He points it out to the rest of the team. Alley Katz's show is ending. What was that, Alley?
I mean, he is a pretty sexy man.
Surprising anyone can take their eyes off of him.
It's the hat.
It's that.
Don't sell yourself short, Rush.
Oh, shucks.
It's like Samson's hair.
You're so sweet.
He's
Aw.
such a looker. Look at him.
Yeah, look at that face.
But yeah, you see the guys kind of staring at you. You let the team know. Bud kind of mentioned back, what he said prior to the break, and it's at that point that one of the three security guys, responds into the intercom system to you, Bud, and we'll say he's your number 3 or whatever, the guy up on the platform on the warehouse, and he says, yeah, I got eyes on the 3. I'm pretty much aimed on one of them. Bud, you give me the call, I can shoot him.
Yeah, let's not spoil the party when it's just getting started, alright?
All right.
I'm sure they're just here to look tough. But yeah, be ready to dome them if you have to.
Yep.
Hades puts one spotlight over on them.
What the
I'll lean
fuck?
over the balcony with my chrome handgun, like, conspicuously drawn, like...
We were doing our bows. Oh, okay. I see. Never mind.
No. All of the other spotlights are still on the stage. Just one of the lights just.
Literally stealing the spotlight.
And when the spotlight hits these 3 guys, they take note of it. They look, then they notice the rest of the crowd watching the show. Look back at you, Rush. See that you're looking at them. And then just one of the guys just kind of smiles at you.
Should I call them up for a chat?
That's your
Hades
call.
is just gonna be like. Hades is just gonna be like. To the 3 standing on the sidelines, it is requested that you join our benevolent party host up at the top deck, please.
This is not a request. Get your butts moving.
Yeah, you see the three guys talking to each other for a moment. They say something to each other that you can't hear, and then they start making their way up the platform, making their way up to the ship top.
Ooh, I'm gonna. You know what? I think it's time I head back to my throne. You guys can clean up this.
Yeah, the two.
Make sure you get your tips.
Yeah, the two drunk girls, as you're telling your troop, I think I'm gonna head back up. Make sure you get. They come running over and kind of like start like hanging on you. The two girls like, oh my god, that was so great. I've never seen anything like that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Spotlight goes back over. Do not touch the performers. Do unhand the talent. Unhand.
So do you guys, you ever do like private parties and stuff? Who is that? What the fuck is that?
Stop touching her! It's gross! Get your gross hands off of her!
If you wouldn't mind, ladies, we just like to keep a little bit of distance for the safety of everyone. Besides, as you know, there is a price on our performers. We've been known to do private shows. Sure. Why don't you head up to my throne in about 10 minutes? And maybe we can discuss details then.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Yeah, thanks, cuties. Make sure you have a look around, see what else is on offer tonight.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go get one of those sniper rifles. She like kind of snaps back into like party mode and starts like, let's go, girl. She like grabs her friend and they start kind of walking over to some of the tables and vendits.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting up.
He's having some kind of reaction.
Sniper rifle.
And and I'm just following the initiative here just to kind of give it some type of proper order here, but going back over to Rush. These guys, they make their way up the ramp and come to the top of the ship. You're sitting up there on your throne. Pox is behind you, kind of doing inventory. He stops to kind of pay attention. And the three guys walk up, one of them stepping up towards the front. You know him as Blinks. He's kind of, I don't know, the ringleader of these three. These three are not by any means the leader of the Tiger Claws or anything like that. You deal with their boss. They're just kind of the lower level thugs of them. They were there for the deal. You recognize them. You deal with the gang and stuff. But he's kind of the ringleader of these three. But Blinks kind of steps up and he says, "So, Rush, looks like you got one hell of a night market here. I'm just wondering how you afforded all this elaborate shit here. Hologram and everything, both live performers. It almost seems like that was on our dime, huh?"
Are you telling me that 100 Eddies deposit did this?
I thought the deposit was for the for sourcing some high-end products. Was I wrong about that?
It was. Sorry, I don't have it in front of me, but
all right. Well, no big deal. That's what it was.
A deal gone wrong, and the amount of money that I got from it was 100 Eddies because I'm at rank 5. So that's I was considering that part of the deposit.
Okay, yeah. See, I was considering the 100 as kind of what you were able to make. Your percentage of profit made off of whatever the deposit was to go to that got ruined or lost or messed up or whatever.
You may have made 100 Eddies, but they've lost.
Yeah,
They've
off of that was your 10% on that deposit, 1,000 Eddie deposit or something. That's how I was kind of looking at it. But yeah.
But they're in for 1,000.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of picturing. Yeah, not that bad, but
it's the sting of it, right? They don't like to be embarrassed. The Tiger
Rush. I mean, regardless if you spent all our money and had to put in a little extra to pull this off, I think the point here is that you used our Eddies to kind of pull this off, is what I'm seeing, and we didn't get anything out of it.
Oh, I see. So you're here to shake me down, are you? I mean, you knew the terms of the contract when we agreed and shook hands, right? Well, I mean, your boss certainly did.
Yeah,
did he forget?
I'm sure he had a bit of an agreement, but when things like this happen, we hope some people might be a little bit flexible. We're hoping maybe you'll be a little bit flexible.
Oh, I'm plenty flexible, right? Now look, I haven't.
I could introduce a few extra joints into these three if that's what you want. Make sure they're real flexible. Put a few extra joints in their arms.
Or they could just not
Maybe.
be little bitches about it.
Well,
It went south. It
It's
happened.
it's just business. I agree with Allie.
Get out of here!
Do you know how many jobs I haven't been paid for that went south? Things that would
Try
get
being an
me-
artist.
Give
Yeah,
me
things
a
that
conversation
get
roll, Rush.
exposure.
too.
hope this goes well.
Try being an artist.
These gangers think they got it bad.
Yeah.
11. How's that? That's great, right?
Can I assist him with a streetwise or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have
but,
added luck. Okay.
But
Is
even
it too late? It's too late.
well, you can use luck, but in post luck editions, my homebrew is it costs a double.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Use afterwards, yeah.
I don't know if I want to do double on that.
Yeah, and with a roll like that, you would need at least 4 luck points to bring it to where it needs to be.
Oh, well, I could do 4.
Or sorry, 5, because I forgot it needs
Oh.
to be above the 13.
Right. Then, yeah, definitely not worth it in that case.
This is contested, by the way, but it would take 5 luck to get to.
Okay.
To beat what they got. Whoops.
Yeah, just to put it over that line if you wanted to.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to stick with this.
Well, yeah, then the guy who just steps up. Hey, Rush, I don't know what your little merry men troop here are chiming in about, but they have nothing to do with this deal. This is between you and our boss, and just checking in. Like I said, it looks like you're doing well, and I'm just giving you a chance to kind of, I don't know, maybe reconsider how things went down.
Can I just add on to that? You're right. We don't have anything to do with this deal, and this night market involves our investments and our hard work. I got performers out there. I've been doing performances. I'm getting coin off of this. I have put my own coin back into it. So if you have problems with Rush, can I please ask you to stay the hell out of our business?
Can you give me a conversation roll?
Good. The acting comes good when I'm pissed.
Just gotta
Really.
stay mad like the Hulk.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like picturing all the terrible jobs I've done as a performer. And these little gangs.
That you did just for exposure?
Yeah, for exposure. Sorry, was that a conversation?
For credit copy meal, if you're into filmmaking.
Oh yeah, I'll buy you a drink. Cool, thanks.
Yeah, conversation.
Cool, thanks.
I have 10 followers on my garden patch.
Let's do a collab.
Nice.
17.
Yeah, he just kind of, makes eye contact with you for the first time. You all have been kind of chiming in on Rush's behalf, and he's just been focused on Rush. This is the first time he's kind of breaking away from that, but he looks to you, Allie, and he's like, oh, okay, I can understand where you're coming from. I understand. Maybe we're in a similar situation when it comes to funding and, dealing with the fine balance of pulling a profit. I can understand that. That's fine. Struggling
Really,
artist,
yeah.
And then he looks back to you, Rush. But I will say this won't be the last time. I know my boss, he really wants you to reconsider. And they just kind of turn away and start walking away.
We'll have your boss come next time. Oh, we don't have time for this.
He stops and
Right.
turns around and looks at you, Hades, and then looks back at you, Rush, and says, "No, I have a feeling it will be my boss next time."
Oh, well, I
Kinda
hope so.
turns
I'm
and
looking
starts
forward to
walking
seeing
away.
it.
Hey, you're doing well when you start making enemies, so congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to say it's not a party until someone gets shot. We got pretty close.
Night's young yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't rule out anyone getting shot.
Hey, did you set out some of those target boys in the bay for a little bit of demonstration of the goods?
Well, I mean, we can find targets pretty much anywhere, can't we?
I think I see some walking down the stairs to our boat right now.
It's just someone on the marina. Just like, hey, see? What a good rifle.
Problem solved!
It might just exacerbate things.
Now this
One
It's
day
like
you're
one of
all
those-
going to take my advice.
Wait a minute, if you spend a lot of time in the south, surely by the end of the party we'll just be just firing guns in the air.
Not too many birds you have to worry about nowadays.
Firing a gun, a hanky.
We got some BBQ.
And all the parts of grass that we could handle.
So are they gonna leave? Are they buggering off if they said
no,
their
they
piece?
left. Yeah, they said that as they were leaving.
Good. Get
And
it.
as you guys are chattering, they fully leave the market. They're gone from the night market right now. Everybody, give me a perception roll.
Damn it! Stop doing.
Hades gets 20!
21. Threat detection finally coming in good.
Yeah, Hades and Bud. While you all are hanging out there, and these 3 Tiger Claw guys leave, and attention is back to the market. People are kind of going around shopping and doing what they're doing and carrying on. You two notice the 2 drunk girls down at the tables with the sniper rifles near the vendits, and the one drunk girl, Jess, is holding a sniper rifle up, and she's just kind of like yelling and laughing, and the other one's taking pictures of her. And you can see Alley Cat's one of the guys there in his Speedo. He's like trying to kind of control her and get her to put the rifle down, and she's just kind of like, leave me alone, and like playing with it while the other girl's taking pictures. They're just kind of being a little bit disruptive. That's all you notice.
Is it loaded?
We should have said we're not selling ammunition.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
But
Sell
even
all these
still-
loaded guns.
Yeah, even still waving around a
Ooh.
not loaded gun is not a good look.
No.
Fine. Alright. I'll head down. I'll try and, I don't know.
No, you should let me head down! I can head down there.
You're
I
so
have
diplomatic.
all of the best foods. I am so diplomatic!
You want to put the fear of God in them, Hades? Or the fear of the devil, rather?
I mean, has anyone been able to stop this madness yet? They're still down there waving their gun around!
Don't spoil Russia's contacts. We might need them in the future.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Petrochem is big business.
I'm gonna head down and try and smooth it over. Rush, is there like a kitty pen or something we can stick these girls in so they're not gonna be so disruptive?
Well, we did invite them up here, didn't we? We could take them away from that table.
Sure. Yeah, I just don't want to keep throwing people at them, as a way to kind of buffer them. My performers, they get we get tired, Like I said, we're not babysitters.
Do you? Would you happen to know of a better party that's or maybe be able to find one?
Interesting. I can put the feelers out. Would that be my role? You know what I mean? ROLE.
Or streetwise, maybe.
For what? What's the feelers
Yeah,
out?
or street.
Find a
Yeah.
better party, a different party.
Yeah, one that
Maybe-
would be safe for them, but
Yeah, street.
Maybe something like exclusive.
Any
like
other party?
Yeah,
Any
streetwise. You can try
other
streetwise to see if you
Sure,
know of something. And while Alley Katz is making her way down there to deal with those girls, obviously she told Rush. What's Rush doing while Allie's heading down there to handle it?
keeping an eye on things, assuming nobody's up here looking for, to buy something.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
We suck tonight.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
crits, like 3 or 4 fumbles.
Yeah, nothing's coming to mind, Allie. No other parties. This is kind of the place to be, especially
It's
in
like
South
Tuesday or something.
It's like Sunday night. This is the coolest place to be,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rush, you're
We did
posted
do
up.
that fight as well,
Yeah,
but
you're
come
watching
back to fight us.
the VIP and kind of hanging out. And while Allie's hanging down there, you do see what looks like 4. I want to say kind of. Well, you know what? Give me a human perception roll on this. A bit of a human perception. It's kind of a cross between perception, but give me human perception, Rush. And while you're noticing these guys walking, 4 guys kind of heading up to the VIP area, and Allie's going down to deal with the drunk girls with the sniper rifle. What's Bud doing?
So yeah, I'm keeping in contact with all of the lookouts, the door guys, the rooftop guys. While everyone else is kind of partying, it's kind of work for Bud. This is, he has to make sure everything stays. Obviously, Allie is also sort of managing her own job as well. But Bud is just, he's on edge. He feels like there's something brewing. Maybe it's just there's a few things that are not quite right, I feel like. So so he just does a quick round check in with all the peeps on his agent, and asking Hades if there's anything on the cameras and just checking everything's good, sweeping the crowd, and staying near the VIPs, near Rush, right?
Yeah, you give me your human perception roll, and yeah, Rush, you're not getting any feedback or feels on these guys. Just like 4 kind of beefy looking dudes walking up to the VIP area.
I am not very empathetic, so
Yeah.
good luck me.
You did better than
Oh my gosh! What is with these fumbles?
fumbles.
What is with
Okay.
these fumbles?
Surely this isn't random anymore. I don't trust this digital system. All right, that's big. That's
Us.
I think Hades
That's
did
big.
something to it.
Someone in chat cursed us.
I'm gonna try and get my actual dice out now. See if
We've been hexed.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
And they've not been going well.
Yeah,
Not been going well.
you're kind of scoping the area, doing your visual rounds, and nothing's standing out. You see the 4 guys walking up to VIP, but nothing out of the ordinary. Hades, what are you
Some
doing?
solos
while all this
after
is happening?
Krasnikovs or something.
Hades is trying desperately to keep it together. But aside from that,
In real life and in character? I know I am.
So Hades has been kind of in the cameras, kind of scanning across the rest of the market to make sure nothing looks suspicious, nothing looks like it's out of sorts. Every once in a while, like no. She's not going back and looking at these 2 women. She's not doing it. She is making it. She's not going to do it. She's going to really force herself not to. So she's looking elsewise around. And I did have a real quick question, a really quick meta question, just to see if this is something that could happen. Rob, this is a question for you. So my cleaning robot baby from our last adventure.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it would be possible if maybe just in a very simple way, maybe Hades was working on putting the just the mechanics from the cleaning bot into this giant bear.
I mean,
What?
Just so it could just be around.
like put you basically like a big stuffed bear
It just hangs out.
cover over the bot.
Well, I mean, like, it would be kind of Hades' pet project, to where, maybe it could do just simple things like walk around and sweep.
Yeah, we can work on that. That's not something that you would have now, because that would require, some tech
Like-
help and investment. Some invent fabrication sort of thing probably.
That'll be a future thing.
But it's not.
Maybe once she's been on this throne, she's like, I would hate to get rid of this.
Yeah, it's not impossible. It's something you can work on.
Okay, and maybe combining the forces of cleaning robot baby into cleaning bear baby. So just bear that in mind, chat. Something to look forward to.
Nice. Yeah, it's coming. All right, cool. Yeah, you're hanging out. You're I guess just kind of watching the areas, referring to the cams and stuff. You see 4 guys.
And she might actually be looking for someone who could help her with that too. So.
Okay. Yeah, and you see the 4 guys heading up to VIP, up towards Rush. Allie, you get down to the bottom to 2 drunk girls just as she's kind of like handing the sniper rifle back to the guy and like, it's fine, I just wanted to take some pictures, it's all good. Oh, Allie, what's up, girl? She kind of like sees you, and as you walk over, she puts her arm around you again, and she's like, yeah, what's up, where you been all night, girl? And then her friend leans in and is like, oh my god, did you see Angie's here? She looks over, she's like, oh my god, no fucking way. Oh, Allie, that's Angie, she's a douche. Hold on, watch this. Hey, Angie, and she kind of like waves over, and you look over and you can see there's a girl probably about the same age group, dressed similar to these girls, maybe not as high-end fashion, but also not like, ghetto wear or street rags and stuff and homeless chic or whatever, bag lady chic. But you see her over there, and she's with a guy that, I don't know, looks somewhat athletic, around the same age group. And they're just standing over near one of the vendits, and she like hands over, Ange, and the girl kind of like looks over and like you just see like this sort of like, oh geez, like she's not happy to see this girl. And then Jess, the drunk girl with her arm around, she's just like, oh my god, what's up, bitch? What's up? Oh, why don't you try something now? I'm with my friends. Why don't you try something now? Yeah, she's kind of like pointing at you.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna look at this Jess girl and be like, no, as in like, I'm not here for this. Like, it's not me.
Yeah, she thinks she's hot shit because she's like, her dad's rich and she's dating like her boyfriend's in Yakuza. Look at that asshole. Yo, Yakuza sucks, dude.
Girls, have you ever tried a little thing? I don't know, maybe you're not like hard enough for it, but I feel like you guys are pretty wild, right?
I mean, we can get wild. What's up?
Have you ever heard of a thing called black lace?
They look at each other. Yeah, we've heard of black lace. Why?
Well, I know some of my friends are, kind of into it. And I was just wondering, like, wouldn't it be so fun and stupid or whatever if, we all hit it together?
No. We kind of stay away from that crap. What the hell? Anyways, Ange, yeah. F you. Starts like flicking up. You see Ange.
Don't take hardcore combat drugs like you and your BDSM friends.
And you see Ange, I guess, and the guy that she's with, like looking over, and they start walking over towards you.
No. Can I like? No.
And back over to Rush. As they're walking over to you, Rush, you're at the top of the VIP area, and these 4 guys come walking up there, and they reach the top, and one of them kind of steps forward, and he says, "You Rush?" I think you're muted.
Yes, I'm Rush.
Yeah, and so this is your market. This you got some high-end weapons available up here, or what exactly are you pushing up here?
We got some sniper rifles. We got some of the good ones up here. Here, you can take a look at the catalog. And I push the catalog out, open it to the rifles section.
Yeah, they start looking through the
This guy's
catalog.
undercover cops, are they?
They start looking through the catalog and going through it.
They're giving me cop vibes.
Yeah, and Bud, it's your turn.
Yeah, can I re-roll something? Put perception, something, not human perception, because I have no empathy. But can I glean anything about what they're carrying? Rush, do people get disarmed on the way in? Is there a no guns policy for customers?
I would imagine probably, but I mean,
yeah. So I'm gonna check.
No.
Can I check them for concealed?
Yeah, this wouldn't be. You don't have like a weapons check in this market, but I can take perception from Rush and Bud. Now that Rush was able to have that interaction as well.
Because I'm looking more for like physical clues about them, like something about what they're wearing or how they carry themselves. So not sort of like what their vibe is, but literally who they are. And this time I will chuck in some of my luck because we're getting towards the end, so we might as well pour some luck into it. So 3 points of luck.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Plus all my threat detection. Come on. Oh, I always lose perception. Where is it? Up there.
Wow.
Wow.
Was at 33.
Okay.
Finally.
All right.
Cool.
Finally turning in our favor.
And Rush, did you?
Does he just zoom in on Bud's eyes? He just narrow. Really looking at them.
Sweating. Shaking.
X-ray vision activated.
It's like so focused it hurts.
Oh god.
But yeah,
You
Rush,
see
did you want to do a perception as well since you were interacting right there with them?
Sure, yeah. And I'll pump my luck in there. I'm going to throw all my luck in there because I think
what is it, 8?
8.
You maxed? Yeah, you're maxed luck.
I maxed my luck because I thought it was important.
You sure it's a perception roll you want it on? When I've already got 33?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. All right, fine. I'll just do regular straight perception. 14.
Yeah, Rush, you can tell these guys are pretty serious. They look like they've been in some combat, at least at face value. They look tough, I guess. You're getting at least the general perception on their gear and body types and stuff. But Bud, you're getting every detail you can possibly think of with that perception roll. You've dissected every aspect of what they're wearing and the way they're handling themselves, and they're coming across very militant. Not cop-like. They're not cops. You can guarantee yourself of that based on how they're acting, the things that they're wearing. It's borderline corporate assassin assault team style shit, but it's leaning more towards some type of militant faction. Now, whether you're aware of like Arasaka, Militech, different private factions that can be hired, something along those lines. They fit that vibe of people, like they're from that type of group.
Seem like hardcore mercenaries. I'm gonna talk through the sub-vocalize as quietly as I can into the earpiece for Rush as he's sort of slipping it into the conversation as he's, talking him through the catalog of Kolesnikov boosters and weapons. I relate to him. These guys look like serious mercs or paramilitary types. Looks like, they, probably big buyers.
So you guys, you look like you're experienced. Let me ask you, you guys paramilitary, mercenaries? What do you say?
This guy seems to be very perceptive. Yeah, we have a militant background, I guess you could say. Really interested in the gear you're pushing. We got word that you were pushing some high-end stuff, so this kind of fits in perfectly with what we need. You're willing to haggle a bit on bulk orders, or what's the level of inventory you have here?
Is that common for this sort of thing? Like if I'm doing a bulk order or something like that, to just...
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, you'll haggle. You're a fixer,
but kid's not going to be mad at me if I give a discount or something.
Not at all. This is all you. He gets his percentage cut no matter what.
Okay.
And that's a percentage.
All right, cool.
You get to move a whole crate of sniper rifles. It's pretty good.
Exactly. The only thing is that it depends on what they're saying when it comes to bulk. Right now you're sitting on I would imagine something like maybe like 50 to 100 sniper rifles, maybe another 20 to 50 of these extremely tricked out custom ones, all different types, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So it depends.
Well, how many are you looking for?
Well, we'd like to pick up about, maybe 100 of these regular ones. Maybe pick up like 20 of these high-end ones, and maybe pick up a contact for some future dealings. We've got some things in the works. I think you could probably be a pretty handy contact for us.
God damn, you're starting a war?
Yeah, interesting.
Outfitting an army?
He just kind of looks.
Now,
He looks over at you,
You
bud.
know
and
it's rude to ask.
He just looks over at you, bud, and he just kind of smiles. And looks back to you, Rush.
Not a no.
It was rhetorical, don't worry.
Too bad my human perception wasn't better. Then I could get a better read on these guys.
I mean, you could do another human perception now that you've engaged in conversation. I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I, Hades, try human perception?
Yeah, you're right there too. What I'll ask for though is what you're trying to read as far as human perception. You know, what are you trying to figure out with them? What are you trying to get off of them?
I'm trying to figure out.
What they're up to.
Yeah, I kind of
Hades
want
rolls a 19. Are they trying to start a war? Or are they militia or like corporate assassins, or like what's their kind of outfit?
Oh, definite militant, and they seem very genuine when they're talking about needing these bulk orders. What was the human perception that you got, Rush?
19.
Oh, Hades got 19. What did Rush get?
Hades got 19.
That's a 25.
Wow. Yeah, you're you're reading everything that Hades just read and then some. Yeah, you can tell these guys are pretty eager to do a sale and maybe try to push that future contact, like they were saying. They seem genuine. He's not lying when he says that you seem like you could be a good contact for them. And you can trust that with a roll like that. Yeah.
The alarm bells are going off in me, but in Rush, he's like ching. So, yeah. I think we've got the inventory for that, and we do have the inventory for that on hand, right? From what you were saying.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like I don't have to. Call in any.
That would clean you out. That would be like one extremely amazing sale for the night, because you wouldn't have to be pushing any more VIP shit for the night,
Yeah. So I'm just rolling haggle then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Also, thank goodness there would be no more sniper rifles for these drunk gals to play with.
Oh, another 25.
Nice.
What's that I dropped here? Another 25.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, you said your name's Rush, right?
Yeah, the name's Rush. Here's my card.
Yeah, he takes it.
Got a t-shirt for you too, here.
Yeah, give him a t-shirt.
Cool, he takes that.
It's like black and just underneath it.
He takes the shirt, he just laughs. All right, he hands it to one of the other guys. We'll be in touch. I really appreciate that. And, just as a form of good gesture, I got no problem. I see you pushing for a few more eddies. No problem. And you get the higher percentage on the sale from that haggle. And they seem to have no problem with it. He seems to be eager in trying to, build out that relationship with you. He sees the worth in what you've got.
Okay.
So what we'll do is a couple of my boys will pull around to the side to load up. I take it this is all of them here. He's kind of pointing to the stacks of crates you have kind of, I imagine, going down the side of the boat.
Yeah, kind of like a little bit obscured and camouflaged, but you can see from here. You can
maybe
see
below deck. Maybe you can see it from up there, looking down.
Okay.
We'll say something like
that.
that.
Works.
A little bit more secure.
That works.
Yeah, it feels better. So he points at it. Yeah, we'll pull up to the side. Get my boys to unload. We'll do the transfer. That's fine. You seem kind of messing with his agent, a little back and forth, maybe with somebody else. Then you hear his agent go off, and he kind of swipes towards yours, and cha-ching, you see the full payment plus your extra haggle come forth into your agent, and that's a hefty sale because it's all in one. Pretty awesome.
Nice.
500 eddies each times 100. Okay.
Can I ask a question on the ship? Is it on the poop deck? Everybody drink. You thought they were gone, but guess what? It's back.
One poop.
How dare you bring it to the next campaign? I hate you.
Sorry.
They'll never be gone. Never.
Make it another one in this campaign.
Yeah, but you get all the eddies, and as you know this everything you're selling at this night market. This allows you to successfully more than break even. You're able to make. We'll say everybody is able to at least pocket a couple hundred eddies extra. So every Hades, Alley, Bud, and Rush gets another couple hundred eddies on top of that other. I think you got 100 earlier Rush, right? So everybody gets that. These guys do the sale. They take your contact. They say they'll be in touch sometime in the near future. And the rest of the market goes smooth. You guys had some good conversation rolls dealing with these drunk chicks to the point where they're happy. You took care of them. You didn't really let them get into too much shit. I would like to do some type of just general conversation roll again for Allie. Just because of those Angie and her possible Yakuza boyfriend coming up to the drunk girls, even though you were kind of dying them down and putting their attention to something else. I just want to give me a conversation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stress that this is a night for frivolity, and bringing up drama at a party is kind of tacky. Sorry. That's conversation.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm putting my luck in.
And no, give me persuasion. Let's take that.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, a little more convincing with that.
Ooh, 23.
Girl, yeah, that's fine. You're right. You know what? Frack that
Just
bitch. I'll deal with her in the future, and maybe I'll grab one of those sniper rifles and really deal with her. And her friend starts laughing. Oh my god, yeah, girl, you get her. And then they kind of stumble off, kind of taking your advice to let it go and not make a scene.
You're idiots. If you're gonna take revenge, you gotta know who it is. So,
and
dealing with a sniper rifle, it's not satisfying.
Let's maybe just not feed that. Feed that fire.
As they walk
Sorry,
off,
I'm just making conversation.
That other girl and her boyfriend kind of stop and look as you get the girls to kind of die down. They look at each other and just shake their head and go back to doing whatever they're doing. So you were able to kind of diffuse that, get the drunk girls to stop being idiots.
It's for all y'all in the chat, anyone watching who works in hospo, I'm that's the hardest role I've ever done in my life. It's trying to de-escalate two drunk girls who don't want to give up.
Right. But as the
his dad is a VIP, so you can't be mean to them.
That's true too, and it's your fixer's hookup. It's something from part of his rank hookups or whatever. So it's a good thing to at least try to maintain, I guess. So those are some good roles, and you guys at least handled those girls very well, tactfully. I'll say that was a good moves on Rush's part, but it goes smooth. They seem happy. They leave. They take Allie's advice, and the things kind of die down. You made a lot of sales. Everything was even as far as nothing in a loss. And Kid comes back, and he's happy too. Rush, baby, you made us the profits, and if you need help again, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, baby. He takes the money and his thugs and just kind of leaves. The other thugs come down. His guard guys, they all thank Bud for a good job. Thank Rush, and they're all leaving. And as they're leaving and things are dying down and you're cleaning up and packing, Rush, your phone goes off and it's Nash calling. And yeah, BK, Kid is alive. I'm glad some people remember Kid. I saw my beautiful wife Val mention that she shot Kid in the back, which she did at one point. It was a dangerous move. See, anybody that's interested in seeing where Kid came from, watch Team Nameless in the Cyberpunk Uncensored YouTube. That's where those are VOD'd. But Nash is calling, Rush.
Hey, Nash.
Hey, Rush, where you at? You still in Night City, I hope?
Oh, yeah, just wrapping up a night market.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, nice. Good job. Yeah, I know it's been a couple weeks, but we got another gig on the table. Grab the team. Come into the office first thing in the morning.
You got it.
He hangs up.
And, hey, we got another job.
Legal?
It was from Nash, so it better be legal.
Semi-legal.
Yeah.
Well, not legal enough.
If it was legal, it wouldn't need us.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
Well, that's our specialty is messing around in things we have no right to mess around in. So,
Can't
I'm
wait.
free.
All right, we're meeting him in the morning.
Oh shoot, did I get that guy's number? Whatever.
He's a fixer. I'm sure you can look him up.
Yeah, I think she did, but I think she's like, it's too much hassle.
Rush has got his dates.
So, Rush, congratulations on a successful night market, and may I present the celebratory ending to this wonderful evening.
And Hades is gonna gesture to the giant hollow of Rush's head and have everyone turn to look, and then as it's the hat's tipping off and Rush's face is turning to the chibi that says Rush, Rush. Fireworks go off behind into a giant just pair of hands that flip off.
It's over. Go home.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
And I'm just triggering the Syrinscape cheering crowd because I think it's appropriate.
Wow, you really outdid yourself, Hades.
Thank you. Oh, I'm very proud of this one. Oh, by the way, Rush, those two middle fingers are for you because you said I could.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you so much. And thank you all for everything you did tonight. This is amazing.
It's our pleasure, Rush.
Yeah, everybody was really
Big
happy.
leagues.
It was a successful night market. Allie's performers were happy with it as well, and they found it really interesting. And feedback that you got, generally speaking, was that this was a one-of-a-kind night market. It actually made a really good buzz for Rush as a fixer, and does really well for his rep as a fixer. I'll say that. So that dynamically I use rep in different ways, and I kind of keep track of a few different ones per character, and Rush as a fixer's rep just went up another one, just for the sake of making this very unique. And then utilizing his team, the way Allie came up with a live performance in it, definitely helped. It was just a really successful night. Everyone was able to kind of celebrate at the end and get some sleep, get some rest. I do want to take us to the next morning before we end the session, where you have to go into the Upper Marina District PD office and meet with Nash. Kind of try to see exactly, what's this gig that came across his table and what's going on. So let's take it there. Let me just get some Night City sounds going as you guys start the next day. And we'll say everybody got some good... let me stop the music so we don't get overpowered. But we'll say everybody was able to at least, get some good sleep, well rested, eat breakfast, do your own thing, and then collectively get back to the whole team vibe that you guys just did last night for the first time in weeks, and now here you are, back into the routine. So you meet up in the morning, you're at the district PD, about to go into Nash's office. You all met out front.
All right.
We taking sweepstakes. I reckon steal something.
Oh, okay. I reckon we're going to have to smooth over some kind of dictator who's arcing up in one of the, heading out of town.
Oh, you reckon it's out of town? Oh, can I change mine, actually? Maybe it's steal someone. I'm gonna go kidnapping.
Oh, very nice.
He's probably gonna make us pick up his lunch again.
Yeah, that might be right, actually.
It is easy money.
I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
maybe an information mission.
All right. Are we putting
One
money
way to
on
find out.
All right.
that? Fine.
Are
Yes,
y'all,
no, man.
are you all putting money on it?
Gentleman's bet. Yeah, I'll put 50 eddies down.
Yeah, all right.
Ooh.
I'm in.
50.
50.
So I got kidnapping. We got lunch, information, and at somewhere like taking down assassination, right?
Yeah.
You anything?
All right.
You
I'm
can all
going-
kiss my butt.
Well, you can't put 50 on that. That's 2 for 1.
Okay, yeah.
What, her butt's too broad?
You make your little friendly wager between teammates and head into the district PD, going up to Nash's office. When you enter the office, there's Nash. You haven't seen him in weeks. Looks the same, just a tough older dude with a heart of gold, you know? You enter and he just instantly makes an eye contact, big smile. Hey, I haven't seen you all in a hot minute. How have you been?
We've been
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, okay.
Getting some work done.
Good. All right. Well, we got the next gig on the table, and we got to get to it right away. So let me ask you, any of you familiar with the High Water Citadel? And everybody just give me a 1d10. I want to do a rep check. You got to beat a 6, so it's got to be lower than a 6. But Bud gets a -3 on this, so a +3 to his roll in a rep check would be a -3 because you're trying to roll below. So yeah,
I got a 6.
yeah, that's not. But yeah, Bud and Rush, both of you recognize the name when Nash says it. The High Water Citadel, Bud especially knowing about this, it's basically the USS George Bush, which is this big aircraft carrier from back in the day. It's one of the last nuclear reactor-powered aircraft carriers put out by the official Navy back in the day. And since its last service and through numerous trades and sales and, as basically it's been converted and evolved into a huge drift nation called the HWC, the High Water Citadel. And ever since the whole Hawaii thing happened and the whole Hawaii disaster, they've been the Pacific trade hub for all convoys. I'm going to be clear about that, like over the course of the last decade or so. This is post Fourth Corporate War. Hawaii took a big hit during the Fourth Corporate War, and through different mass drivers and things that have happened, tsunamis and such and high waves, it's just been destroyed. Hawaii is no longer what was kind of like the central hub for convoys over water, and now this whole High Water Citadel has kind of become that. So just picture this huge aircraft carrier that has been turned into this big drift nation, like a city on the water on this aircraft carrier, just traveling the waters, going up and down the west coast there, kind of being the central hub for convoys. But Nash continues on.
And it would be towing, not towing, but followed by a convoy of smaller little satellite boats.
There's barges that are actually connected to it that it powers through its nuclear reactors.
Yeah.
And those are trailing off, and each one is kind of its own separate communities and such. But a lot of convoys on water stop in here. They're pretty much the stop and go control sort of valve for any water trade. So they all go there whether they need protection, refueling, or just checking in for import-export. But Nash continues. He says, the city has an ongoing contract with the HWC, and they control all trade international waters side of the California Current, which means anything coming or going into Night City across the ocean. Apparently someone stole a bunch of their fuel rods, and their nuclear reactors are running on half power. The woman who runs the city said she shut down all outgoing and incoming traffic, so she's pretty sure the fuel rods are still in the city. She doesn't want anyone inside investigating. She doesn't trust anyone. She requested help, and the council is putting us on it, considering we run the docks. So it's going to be
Got
your
a name
job
for who
to,
runs it?
You're going to have to find the fuel, basically these fuel rods, and get them back so they can get to full power and get back to functioning. We can get ingoing and outgoing traffic back so the city can get back to import-export. There's going to be an AV pickup scheduled for this afternoon. So you got to just get your things together quick. Get back here by 3 p.m. For pickup. What was that, bud?
You said the gal who runs the place.
Yeah, that's your point of contact. When you get out there to the HWC, just your point of contact is the woman who runs the Citadel. Her name's Umbra.
God damn it. I knew you'd say that.
You're familiar?
Yeah, you know I'm from out that way, right?
I mean, yeah, we never got into it, but you never opened up to me in all this time. But I know, yeah, you're from a Drift Nation, so maybe you're familiar with that. But what?
Yeah.
What's?
She's a piece of work. We'll get into it.
Okay, well, hey, whatever it is, put it aside. She's in charge. That's your point of contact. It's the next gig, and it's what council wants, so it's what we're doing.
Objecting. Just saying it's going to be interesting.
Does this count as out of town?
Yeah, it counts as out of town.
Nash?
The little lady in the back.
When we...
What was that?
When we return, would you like some lunch?
I'll take lunch anytime, okay? Yeah, you can bring me lunch.
Fantastic.
That's low. That's low.
That is
you know
cheating.
It.
Absolutely cheating.
I feel like there's something going on here that Nash isn't aware of.
Nash, you're aware of everything. You're a very wise and benevolent leader.
Okay.
All right, back for 3 p.m. We'll be ready to go.
All right, thanks so much. I'll see everybody at 3.
See you, Nash.
Bye.
You owe me 50 eddies each.
Take it with my comp.
And that's where we'll end our session. Our official session 1 of the new campaign. New campaign. This new campaign called Nip It in the Bud. All puns intended.
Oh.
But yeah, before we wrap this, I am curious. Where does that bet end up now? Because this is traveling. You're obviously going out to the High Water Citadel, which is a Drift Nation out on international waters. So that is kind of leaving town. It's traveling. But then Hades kind of added onto the gig a sort of lunch fetch when it's done. So how is this bet thing working? I'm curious.
The lunch is absolutely on.
I think I win. I think
I think you're closest.
Because he didn't specifically ask us to get him lunch.
Okay.
Well, also, Hades opted out of the budding money too.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
true.
So I think it's really just me, Bud, and Rush.
All right. Well, yeah. Then you guys can work out that bet. You can deduct your eddies however you see fit. Work that out. And yeah, Ben, everything obviously VOD'd on the YouTube. So anybody watching, if you're watching this live stream and you missed the beginning of it, or you want to see previous sessions that led up to this point, head over to the Syrinscape YouTube channel and check out all the sessions that are VOD'd right there. And if you're watching this VOD on the YouTube right now on Syrinscape, make sure you go over to Syrinscape on Twitch and follow and subscribe over there, so maybe you can join the live stream sometime and contribute ideas to the chat. We would love to have you here live.
Is Vicky going to be restreaming it again as well?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Tonight for Australians.
I believe she's still doing that. So reruns happen my time, I think 2 a.m., 10 a.m. British Standard Time, and 2 a.m. Pacific Time. I'm not sure what that falls in Australia, where y'all are, but there is a rerun.
6 p.m. It's
Okay.
around like dinner time.
Okay, cool. So yeah, anybody that missed parts, there is a rerun that starts in less than 24 hours. So check that out. And then, like I said, head over to Syrinscape on YouTube. I do want to kind of wrap this up without having to go around the table. Everyone check out the links in the description. Also check out the links in chat. Show all of our players support. Check us all out. Show us some love. Make sure you show some support to Syrinscape. That's the most important part. We're all here because of Syrinscape. So we want everyone to follow and subscribe on both Twitch and on YouTube. We do this every Thursday, so make sure you come back next Thursday where we'll continue the session and we'll see if the team heads out into the waters, heads out of Night City once again. All right, thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.
Email.